guys, it's SugarPlumSimss here and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are creating a loft build because I actually started working on this a very long time ago, I think a few months ago now, and I don't really know what happened. I think I just sort of stopped and gave up on it because originally I wanted it to be base game, but I don't know, I just felt like there wasn't really enough items to make it base game, so instead I came back to it, I think a couple days ago, and so I finished it off, and so I decided instead of making it base game, I was going to make it base game and city living only. So it's already been uploaded to the gallery if you'd like to download it, and not gonna lie, I actually forgot to make a bathroom, so I was about to upload it to the gallery, and then I was putting in how many bedrooms and bathrooms, and I was like, oh, well, I forgot a bathroom, so I had to add it into the basement because there wasn't really any space left anywhere else, but yeah, alright. Oh, sorry, I went a little bit sort of jumpy there, but I do really love this loft build. I haven't actually built a loft before, I don't think. I built a loft apartment, which I never actually recorded, even though I ended up loving the apartment, which is kind of a shame, but yeah, hopefully you guys like this as well, and I also actually need to record just like not a speed build, but it's like for my 300 subscriber sort of special video. When we reach it, I need to record like a video asking for questions, because I did post it on Twitter, but I haven't actually got any questions yet, which, you know, slightly sad, but I wasn't really expecting any questions to come in, so, you know, if I don't actually get enough questions, I do have a build that I'm sort of keeping, and I will be doing the Q&A over the voiceover for, and if I don't get enough questions, I'll just, like, answer any questions I get, and then move on to like talking about the build. But you know, we still have time because I haven't actually reached 300 subscribers yet, so if you do have any questions that you want to ask until my like Q&A questions, like asking for questions video comes out, then I did post a tweet on my Twitter, which is in the description for you to find, and it is a pinned tweet, so it shouldn't have disappeared yet. But yeah, so this, like everything you're seeing at the moment, I built like 3 months ago or something. I honestly don't remember when I built it, but I know it was a very long time ago, so as you can probably tell, I don't have as many things as I do at the moment, and when I come back again, you will see like everything is there. Because I only just started building it a few days ago, or like continued building it a few days ago, so I had already like reinstalled my Sims, so it looks like I just came back to the build when I had brought a bunch of packs, but really it was just like 2 days ago, so yeah. And also, like last night, I had this thing where basically I was just like sleeping, and I was sort of in that period of sleep when you're dreaming and you're still aware of the dreams, and then I think I was like, just like walking up the stairs in my dream, and then I suddenly like tripped, and then I woke up and I had like jumped so much, and that was really weird, even though I think I've had it for like 3 nights in a row now, where I've like been woken up from what I researched, and it was actually called like hypnoc or something jerk, which I think that's what I'm getting, and it's basically you're just like dreaming or something, and then suddenly you jump or your muscles twitch or something, and that wakes you up. So I've had that for like 3 nights in a row now, and you know, it's only slightly annoying, but it just kind of makes me jump a bit. And honestly, I think that's because I've been doing like squats right before I go to sleep, which is really not that good, but I'm trying to do like the 30-day squat challenge, and I honestly keep forgetting to do it during the day, which is very annoying. But yeah, I have been getting kind of far into the 30-day squat challenge. I did 120 squats a few days ago, which basically killed me, but I'm still alive, so I guess it didn't. And then yesterday I was supposed to do 125 squats, but I was just way too tired, so I just did like 60. But yeah, I'm kind of impressed with myself, I guess, that I managed to do 125 squats, no, 120 squats. And I did post it on Twitter like right after I had done them, and then I accidentally put hokey moly. I just did 120 squats, which, you know, not gonna lie, I was very embarrassed about, because who says hokey moly? I meant to say holy moly, but I guess my brain wasn't functioning properly, so yeah, that happened. And I actually had a few other things I wanted to say. That's very annoying. Literally every single time I try to do a voiceover, I have a million things to say, and then as soon as I start recording, I forget about it, and it's very annoying. But yeah, you should be seeing this like a day apart from my last video, so I've been doing pretty good with the uploads, if I do say so myself. I don't have anything else I have to do yet, except I do have a collab that's going to probably go up quite soon, probably in the next week or so, and that is very exciting. I still need to actually edit and like record the voiceover for it, but I'm very excited about that collab. And then I obviously have the 300 subscribers special video, which won't go up until obviously I hit 300 subscribers. And yeah, just like some builds I should probably work on, I guess. And also, I really need to do Spring Sims challenge for this month. I still haven't done it. I feel like each month is either I forget to do Rory's build challenge until the last second, and now I've almost forgotten to do Spring Sims challenge, so I need to do that. I was going to do it later on today, but I also, like yesterday, I started doing this 50-50 challenge with my little sister because she asked me to do it. And instead of like waiting for her to like finish her part or me to finish my part or whatever, we're basically just doing it so that we're in the same room together and we're both building half a build, and then we're gonna swap and then we'll build each other's builds, even though like my little sister isn't much of a builder in The Sims, but she does like to sort of do stuff with me, which is like, you know, cute and stuff. But honestly, I can't always like hang out with her, which is kind of sad, but it's just I have things to do, you know. And she actually said the other day that she thought it was going to be like, she thought it was kind of weird that I was going to be like a big YouTuber and stuff, which was quite cute, because honestly I don't know if I'm going to ever be a big YouTuber. Like I grew like quite quickly in the last few months, but you know, I feel like it's been slowing down a bit, so yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. But honestly, I don't really mind, because even if I don't gain as many subscribers as quickly, honestly, I'm just doing YouTube for the fun of it, and it's like a hobby of mine. So yeah, subscriber count doesn't really bother me too much, but obviously if I do reach a big milestone, I'll be like really appreciative. But yeah, so I haven't actually talked about the build much, to be honest. Like, I spoke a bit about what it was basically, but I haven't spoken about what it actually was, kind of. So this is a loft build, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned, and it has lots of bright pops of colour. And basically I did lots of pops of colour, and instead of doing lots of like clutter and stuff, it's just colour. And I wanted to keep it kind of minimalist, but at the same time I wanted it to be interesting to look at. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and it only has like one bedroom and almost one bathroom. I nearly forgot that, which again, kind of embarrassing. And in sort of like the main living area, I also wanted to use lots of yellow, so I also used a bit of yellow on the exterior, which honestly, the exterior colouring, I tried my hardest, but I feel like it doesn't look entirely right in some places, but I did try my hardest to make it look good. I think maybe I should have just like used a brighter yellow or something, and I think that would have looked better, but you know, it's probably too late to change it now. But I mean, if you download this on the gallery, then you know, feel free to change it. And yeah, so just doing some colouring, and I do change that stone texture for like a torn up plaster type thing. I can't remember what it's called, but I think that definitely looks a lot better, and then I'm adding a bunch of columns. So like I said, this is only base game and city living, so you should be able to download this quite easily if you only have those 2 packs. And I did use quite a lot of city living furniture, so if you don't have city living, then you might struggle a little bit with this build. But I think the bright pops of colour actually came from when I used the railing. So I wanted a railing that kind of went with the bed I found, and the bright pop of yellow in the railing looked pretty cool, and I decided to use it because I've never used it before, and I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And the landscaping is also very simple, it's very minimalist, and I just wanted to keep this quite modern. I haven't done a huge amount of builds that are like modern and minimalistic, so I was quite pleased with this, and it's a bit different than what I usually build, and I hope you guys like it, even though I literally already said that like 5 minutes ago. And this build also isn't that long. It didn't take me that long. I think it was like 2 hours, which honestly is a bit long for most people, but for me, I'm just kind of a slow builder, and I also I feel like you take a bit longer if your PC or whatever you use is a bit slower, because it honestly does take longer when you have a slower machine. And for me, my machine isn't that slow compared to some people's, but for me it can get a bit laggy, and honestly like half the time it's not even that like the camera's slow, it's more like when I'm trying to place down items and it just lags. So yeah, that kind of is a bit annoying. But that actually just brings me on to another thing I wanted to talk about, which is actually my birthday. So I mean, my birthday's coming up fairly soon, I think in a couple of weeks now, and I'm very excited about it. And I think it's been confirmed, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm pretty sure that my older sister said she would buy me the microphone I want, which is very exciting. And I told her that if she wanted to like just buy me little things that she picked out, like she could do that, because she kind of wanted to at first. But then I also said that if she was getting me the mic, like that would probably be my favourite present, even though obviously at the time I wouldn't say it's my favourite present, because you know, just like I want everyone to be felt like appreciated and stuff. Although I did also ask my little sister what she wanted for her birthday, because fun fact about me, I share a birthday with my little sister, and she's 2 years younger than me, so that's kind of cool. Sometimes I find it cool, sometimes I'm like, yeah, not really, but I mean, it's okay. And honestly, I don't even think we're doing much this year, so it doesn't really matter. We're not probably going to like argue about what we actually do on our birthday day like we sometimes do. But I asked her what she wanted from me, and I think she said she wanted city living, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm the one in the first place who actually got her into playing The Sims, so you know, that's like something I'm kind of proud of, because you know, I'm adding someone else into the Sims community, even though literally she doesn't actually do much in the Sims community. She just plays The Sims and she doesn't build much, so yeah, she's still not like addicted to The Sims like I am. But honestly, I think it's good that she's not addicted, because you know, she should probably have a life, unlike someone aka me. But you know, and I also did this thing with the windows where I placed some paintings, well, like little sketch art things on them, which I actually got the idea from Simply Katie, and she did it quite a while ago actually in one of her apartment builds, and I just kind of fell in love with the idea, so I kind of had to take it and use it as my own. But thank you for that idea anyway. And what else? Like, I honestly don't really know what to say about this apartment, because you know, there's like not a huge amount of personality to it. Like there's a lot of colour in it, but there's not a huge amount of personality. I think that kind of comes with just having a minimalistic build. So like when you have a minimalistic build, there's not a huge amount of personality. Plus, I never really make Sims to go into my family, not into my family, into my houses that I make. So you know, it would probably make life a lot easier if I did, because then I would kind of have a sim in mind for the house, and it would make it way easier to furnish. But you know, I guess you can't, well, I could do it if I wanted to, but I'm honestly a bit lazy, so I'm probably not going to do it. And I also just had to quickly let my Windows tablet cool down a bit because it was definitely playing up a bit and it was very loud. So I might actually see if I can sort of like figure out how to get rid of the really bad background noise from it. Basically, there was someone who commented on my build video yesterday about, well, yesterday, it was probably like 2 days ago for you or something, but I think their name was Kenneth, and they basically commented about how to use like Audacity or like how to reduce background noise, which was very helpful. So thank you for that comment. And I mean, I have like tried to use Audacity before, but I just couldn't really figure it out. So I mean, hopefully their comment will probably help me, and maybe in the meantime until I get a mic, that should probably help. I don't know. I still don't think I 100% know how to use Audacity, but I will try my hardest. And it's actually like quite far into the build now, and I don't really know where I was going with that either, so I'm just gonna like shut up now. But this little pool area, I was gonna do it so that you had to like swim across to actually get to it, but then I thought that was kind of stupid because like, what if something happened on that side and you had to like get into the pool to actually get to them? That would be kind of like not very good, and I definitely wouldn't like it. So I decided to change it up a bit, and I kind of struggled a bit with like working out which fences to use because I wanted to do like a modern type fence type thing, I don't know, but it didn't really work that well around the pool, so I had to sort of delete it around the pool, and then I used like a lower, shallower fence type thing, which I think looked a bit better. So that looked quite good, and I also went for more sort of minimalistic landscaping, so I didn't go overboard or anything. I actually had quite a bit of inspiration from Devin Bumpkin's like landscaping, because I mean, even though sometimes he does like really pretty sort of landscaping with lots of flowers and everything, I genuinely usually like go for very over the top flowers, which, you know, can look very pretty, but sometimes it just doesn't work in a build, and I think this build is one of them. So I decided to just change it up a bit and use like less plants and sort of just go for a couple trees and just not go over the top like I normally do. But I think it looks quite good, and I also use like black rocks around the pool because I thought that looked a bit more like they actually had placed those rocks there rather than them being just like natural like I normally do. So I think that worked quite well, and it looks quite nice, or at least I think. And yeah, so I've also like, I feel like I mentioned this in literally every single video recently, but I'm like really enjoying making thumbnails right now. Usually thumbnails are like already one of my favorite parts about like making videos, but just like playing around with all the colors and everything is just so fun, and I really enjoy it. And I also think that my thumbnails stand out a bit more than they used to, because sometimes like my older thumbnails wouldn't really work very well with like my sort of set design that I'd normally do. But ever since I've kind of like upgraded it or like just changed it a bit, I definitely think I can make it work a bit better for like the different types of screenshots, so that like sometimes if my like the picture is either a bit lighter or darker, it doesn't really matter what sort of font color I use because I can always make it work, which I think is definitely like a lot better than it used to be. So yeah, I mean, everyone seems to like it so far, apart from like the few people who've probably unsubscribed because they don't like my new channel style. But you know, I'm cool with people if they want to unsubscribe, you know, I'm not holding you here. And honestly, sometimes I will unsubscribe from a person I don't watch, and you know, there's no point staying subscribed to someone who you don't actually watch their videos from. I sometimes stay subscribed if I want to just like continually show my support, even if I don't actually have the time to watch their videos. But I still like to sometimes, I don't like clutter on my computer, so in real life I'm very messy, and I normally don't really care about sort of my room being very messy, but sort of on my computer I like everything to be very clean. So my custom content folder I definitely want to sort of clean out and make it look a bit nicer and like get rid of the things, because I was watching Simster Darian, I think that's how you say it, sorry if I butchered your name, but she was doing like a custom content showcase, and she's so picky with her custom content, and I actually look up so much to that because I am not picky in the slightest. I literally like just accept everything that I've downloaded and never really go in and clear it out, because I know that I kind of like it but I don't entirely love it. So I definitely want to kind of like, I strive to be more like her, because she has quite a small custom content collection, and I also quite like to downsize my custom content collection. Just might take a while to actually like clear it all out, but yeah, anyway, so I'm probably going to leave it here because I'm pretty sure the screenshots are coming up very close, very soon rather. But anyway, if you enjoyed, then please give this a big thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!